Bezrat Hashem, the Gemara this morning of Chok L'Israel, Guitin, page 36a. The Gemara is teaching us about the mitzvah of prosbol. What is prosbol? As you know, according to the Torah, if you have money sitting in the bank and you're doing nothing, you're not investing the money, or if your money is sitting in your house in a safe and you're not doing nothing in the money, and your friend comes over and he says, listen, I need $50,000, I need $100,000, I have a business deal that I have to do, and Bezrat Hashem, I'm going to give you back the money, right? What does the Torah say? You have a mitzvah to lend them money so he can do business and can have parnasah, right? And for sure, he has the mitzvah to give you back the money. If he doesn't give you back the money, it's tam gezelah. But if you know the person and he's honest, you should lend him the money. Now, there's another mitzvah in the Torah. The mitzvah says that when the sabbatical year comes, what we call Shenat Shevi'it, all the debts are erased, which means somebody lent money, even $1 million. When Shenat Shemitah comes, all the debt is erased. He owes you nothing and you cannot claim it from him. So you're going to ask, so who's going to want to lend money? So this person that you lend money is going to come to you a year or two before Shenat Shemitah. Take $100,000, right? Do business with it. Shemitah is going to come and you're going to claim and you say, hey, where's my money? He says, Shemitah, the Torah says a mitzvah that you have to forget about your debt. No one is going to want to lend money, and sometimes people need this loan, right, to get up back to their feet, or they have an occasion they can do a lot of money if just they have the money at the right time. Comes Hillel HaZaken and he instaurs prosbul. What's prosbul? Prosbul is a takana, is an instauration that even when Shemitah would come, the money with the debt would not be erased. The question is, if the Torah says the debt is erased, right? The loan is erased, so how come Hillel go against the Torah? Chas v'shalom. So Rashi is explaining us that in the time of Hillel, he lived during the second temple, right? The Rashi explains the mitzvah of returning, right? The mitzvah of Shemitah, right? Of the debts being erased by Shemitah on the sabbatical year is rabbinical. So therefore, on the rabbinical instauration, Hillel could have instaured something which is called prosbul. What's the idea of prosbul? So the Gemara is teaching us this morning. Basically, the person says, Mosreni lachem dayanim sheb'makom ploni, shekol chov sheyesh li tzel ploni, she'agvenu kol zman sheyirtzeh. You go to a bedin, you go in front of a rabbi and two other witnesses. They give you a paper. The paper is called the prosbul. This is the contract, right? Then you, with the one you're going to lend the money, you both sign that even if the sabbatical year comes, the loan is not erased. And why? Because the money, you say, does not belong to you. It belongs to Bet Din, right? And now that it belongs to Bet Din and not to a private person, this loan is not erased when sabbatical year comes. So basically, you have to make sure that Hashem very soon, Tafshin Pei Bet, right? 5,782 is Rosh Hashanah on that year is going to be a sabbatical year. If you lend somebody money, make sure to make a prosbul before Rosh Hashanah comes. So like this way, you'll be able to collect your money, right? There's many instaurations when it comes to money because unfortunately some people are honest and sometimes they're religious and they want to abuse of the system, right? This is one of them. The other one is ribit, right? When you lend money to somebody, you cannot charge interest, right? But sometimes you also need to work with the money, right? And you want to give the person, but really it interferes with your daily businesses. There is something which we call eter iska. What's eter iska? Eter iska is a contract between the two, the lender and the borrower, and it says that basically you are both partners, and if the borrower is going to lose the capital, which means he's going to lose the money, he does not have to pay interest. So basically, you're charging him interest. You're signing that you are you have make a partnership, and you're going to divide, right? You're going to divide the dividends, whatever is going to be made, and you're charging for that, let's say 3%, 4%, whatever it is, right? And then if he loses the money, you cannot charge the dividends. The only thing you can go for is the capital. So basically, you need a contract for that. And that, right, is called Heter Iska. And basically, on the banks in Israel, that's what they use in order to be able to charge people interest. So you can do it outside of Israel, between two friends. But one thing is for sure, charging money with interest, even with Heter Iska, is not the best advisable thing. But if you don't trust the person in front of you, right, and you want to help him, but you don't trust him, you know he's maybe not going to give you back the money, or you know you're embarrassed to say no, and you know that maybe he's going to abuse of you, he's going to drag it, and you know he doesn't have the money to give you back, right? So then maybe to avoid problems in the future, you should do Heter Iska. There's many nuschaot, right? There's many contracts of Heter Iska. You should try the right one. Go in front of a rabbi. He should suggest you which one you should do. But again, if you could do it without Heter Iska, just lending money to somebody is a big mitzvah, right? And also, there's a big mitzvah for the borrower to give back the money. If not, it says, Love rasha velo yishalem. What's a wicked person do? He borrows money and he never pays back, right? And then what happens? The one who lent the money, next time when he's able to, and somebody's going to ask him for a loan, he's not going to do it. And that's going to be the fault of the person not returning the loan. So to tell you, if you lend money, make sure to give it back also, so other people can also profit of it. I wish you a great day. Baruch Adonai le'olam. Amen ve'amen.